Alright, so when it comes down to Skarlet's anti-airs, they're different. My opinion on them changes damn near every day. I'm just gonna go over my experience with it, and then I ask people around, what do they think Skarlet's best anti-air, and then everyone just has different experiences with Skarlet's anti-airs and what they think is the best and shit. So let's get right into it. The first one we have to talk about is her standing 1. And I personally think that her standing 1 is good for certain characters, but that's just, here's the thing. Like Kung Lao, it's just impossible. Like at this range, I'm gonna get them all day, right? Or whatever, right? And then you can get some really nice conversions off of it, but for the most part, it's good. It's a good last resort anti-air. Like I know it's coming, and it's just difficult to do. I honestly think it's a good last minute resort anti-air. And then there's Skarlet players that I play against, and I'm jumping like a fucking knock, and they're just anti-airing me with it like if it's nothing. But it also depends on the character. Like it's really difficult to anti-air like Kung Lao, Katana, Noob sometimes, But this is her, like, if you see her pointed up in the air and you don't like have the read, if you're just doing it just on reaction, this is the anti-air to go to. So there's that, and then you can get some pretty, decent damage with it. So there's that. So the next one I want to talk about is, which actually, oh, I forgot the dude's name, but in the comments of one of my last videos that I made this week, he was telling me about how good this move is as an anti-air, and he is absolutely right. You can go into a restand. Like, it's really good. Like, dude, like, you time it just right. But the problem with it is that it comes out in 13 frames. If you're doing this, like, on reaction, your Kung Lao is going to open you up for 40% or something like that. Like, honestly, like, it's just, you kind of have to be at a range and make him jump like a dumbass and then do it. Because it's just like, fuck. If I'm, like, doing this shit last minute, like, it's just, I'm gonna get clipped. Like, I have to know that he's coming. I have to know that he's coming for it to work. So, this is a really good one. And then sometimes at certain ranges, it like whiffs, which is weird. But for the most part, as you see, it's pretty consistent. It's a pretty consistent anti-air. You can do that. You can tax them. You can go for your restand if you're using blood drive. It's a pretty good anti-air. But for certain characters, like the whip, like the end of the whip, sometimes we're all the way up in the air, it whiffs. So that's just one thing to look out for. But for the most part, this is a really good anti-air. So there's that. So now the next one that I find myself using a ton with Skarlet is this one. Like, this is one of my go-to, or even this. Sorry. Get over here, restand +4. This one is just really fucking good. Is it better than this one? I don't know, because this one you can get a restand with it. No fucking, I don't have to waste any bars. But if I want my damage, I'm doing this, and it just at the range that it's at, it's really good. Like, one thing I like to do, look how far away I am, and then just go into my fucking trance and get the fuck over here. So that's why I really like to use this one. I get really easy conversions. I can get my damage going. This is one of my go-to anti-airs with Skarlet. I really like it, but at the same time, it comes out in 13 frames, same as this shit. Same as all of her moves. It all comes out in 13 frames. So that's just one thing to look out for. On reactions, like last second, if you're gonna do it, it could be a little whatever, like right there, last second, it could be, shit. But if, you're playing your cards right, you're fucking moving around, not being a little stationary little shit, or if you're just baiting it, boom, get that shit and get your fucking restand or get your health back or whatever. Now, what I think personally is Skarlet's best anti-air, but it does have flaws, is this one right here. That, to me, I'm gonna land this shit all the fucking time. and it's also good for last minute, like the last second, like it's gonna work. But here's the problem with it. That's like right there. The second hit on certain ranges, it whiffs. But if it all goes well, like first, god damn it. Kung Lao is just such a piece of shit character to anti-air. But for the most part, oh god damn it. You're gonna be doing stuff like that. You're gonna be getting your health back. But if let's say let's just make him jump, right? That's what it's gonna look like. That's the damage you're gonna be getting. But the thing about it is that you need to be at a certain like back range. But for the most part, all you need to do is go into that or get your health back, because that second hit will whiff on certain characters. And it's just a lot of research to do. The reason why I picked Kung Lao for this character, because fuck him, first of all. Fuck him. And then second of all, he's just a piece of shit to anti-air. And he has that bullshit dive kick. And I don't know. I fucking hate Kung Lao. So there's that. This one is, in my opinion, Skarlet's best anti-air. But it does have flaws with that second hit whiffing on certain characters, or just whiffing in general. So, you know, the range that you're going to want to be throwing it at is like a little back over here and just try to land it. But then at the same time, you can just throw one kick, get your restand, get your health back, or whatever, right? Like, for the most part, you should be, like, the thing about that's really scary about Skarlet, and I really like to do, is that if you use her anti-airs right, you can just start taxing your opponent every time they jump it. You want to jump? Okay, give me my 7%. You want to jump again? Give me my 7%. You want to jump again? Hold up, let it recharge, let me get my 7%. That's fucking terrifying. She has this shit, give me my health back. She has this, give me my health back. She has this, give me my health back, or going for a restand. And then this is for Blood Drive. I think Blood Drive is Skarlet's best variation. But for her third, the one that I find myself, the anti-air I find myself using all the fucking time, in her third was her standing, what is it, her standing 2. Because you can get some really good damage off of that shit. This is my go-to combo. Like right there, enhance it. 26% right there, just for jumping at me. And then I get a restand as well. Like, let me show you. Just like that, 17%, and I could throw my whip at you for free. So that's for this one. And Hard Pierce, fuck Hard Pierce, I hate that variation. But hey, you can go into tongue, I guess. But then sometimes, like, doing this move into tongue can be risky. Just for the most part, my biggest recommendation, if you're using Hard Pierce, and I like to give that variation a lot of shit, is just tax your opponent for health, because it's just the best thing to do. Even though you're not gonna make your opponent lose a lot of damage, well, that's not what Hard Pierce is all about. You can tax them for health and just be really annoying, you know. So there's that. So I hope this video helped. I'm still trying to figure Skarlet out with her anti-airs and shit. There's still a lot of things I'm trying to figure out with Skarlet to fully master her. I know I have a long way to go, but I hope these videos help out. And yeah, I'll check you bastards later. Deuces. Holla back. Check you guys later. Deuces.